Ahora me que can disparit la gent.
الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من
Throughout myths and legends, there are many stories about creatures whose physical form and the way they move are unlike any animals we know. This video, which was most likely recorded by a security camera, shows us one of those creatures. In previous episodes of Echo TV, we were able to watch videos from surveillance cameras in different locations where creatures were seen, creatures that modern science has no clear explanation for. Don't forget that this video, just like many others these days, can easily be created using artificial intelligence, so it's hard to fully trust a lot of these videos. However, there are still many people who claim they have seen similar creatures in different places. What about you? If you have any information or experience in this area, we'd be happy if you shared it with our team. Everything started when a police body cam captured something. Not a simple glitch, not an ordinary light reflection, but an unidentified object. 20 minutes later, the same officers made a 911 call. Their tone wasn't normal. They reported that an aircraft had landed, and worse than that creatures were coming out of it. If it were just one video, it might have been easier to dismiss. But the problem was that there were around 12 different videos, each recorded at a different time, each showing a different shadow. Instead of making the situation clearer, this sheer number only made everything more confusing. Maybe something really did happen, but so much speculation was piled on top of it that the original event was buried under layers of analysis. Its authenticity slowly faded away, not because it was necessarily false, but because too many people talked about it. Up to that point, the story was relatively understandable, until they showed that circular indentation, something that looked less like an impact site and more like something man-made. Reports spoke of a loud noise, some even mentioned an explosion. A police dash cam had also captured something moving at an unusually high speed. If something truly had fallen from the sky, that indentation couldn't have been just a clean circular pile of rocks. But it didn't end there. The circles weren't only on the ground. They were seen on tractors, on trees in the background, under the tractors, and even on a fence, as if at least 4 different circles existed in the same area.
That's when the case became even stranger. Personally, I believe something happened, not necessarily what people later claimed, but something real. The problem was that very quickly, through theories, reconstructions, and attempts to go viral, the story was diluted and lost its impact. Once it went viral, it seemed that some people tried to ride the wave again, claiming a landing site or crater, and even creating a second video. If something truly existed, they should have gone and documented it directly the very first time. Still, the reason I think this case might have been real is simple. It wasn't exaggerated as much as the others. And sometimes, the most real events are exactly the ones that never get the chance to turn into legends.
Me dijo ahora, me dice Mavaris un show, el vato que dije me cerró y es muy callado.
Agora que dije
que
botar
la que la mesma conté que la acabas.
Fernando que era.
A mí dicen pálpade, hay que decirle con camisas. Pero ella manusas, ella manusas.
De vuelta con silus, de vuelta casi cayó con silus.
Ni comi, si pero pral. Si no se parece con pral.
Ai, fora me que cantis Paris le gaje. Ya la chorsi, hora. Tosi. Ay! Permisar! Calmungarela, me cansiles eso. Kailo, cherro, que chuli. Kailo, cherro. Kailo.
Uy, chetar.
Chidi cao.
Agada que sí var.
Agladel, paró.
Chidi cao.
Paró cayó, si le unía caca bare, Agladel.
Kai, cherro.
Diles.
Permisarle, sale.
Te escucharé lo que te camiona, Agladelo.
Kai, permisar,
Agladel, te
Pero permisar, porque no me llaman, cherro, que calmungarela.
Diles, eso lo son, viendo para acá.
Kai.
Anda el camión, los conchadicas del camión. Pero segundo, de izquierda para acá, de cables.
Kai, cherro, chidi cao, Bangladesh.
Agladel, concha, costelo, concha, chistilo.
Kai,
Eso me lo
forklift o camión.
Eso me lo muy. Castelo, pegachari, palalo, que te acordó con la. Palalo, dile que a casa del hombre indique. Bien luchado, o sea, pegachari, se adolo.
Chidi cao, Bangladesh, que
Vaya, me dígale completico.
Hoy de cables.
Kai,
Kai. Costelo, de que acá, dile que acá callale, hay muy pelón, sí, pelón, varón, pelón.
Ya, cherro.
Enchalo, te adó, dijeron de Dick. Concha, que la de que chuca
Pero
jabón.
sabor, segundo.
The next video captured by surveillance cameras is a strange one, showing the presence of a force or an entity inside a shop, something that cannot be seen with the naked eye. We can easily tell this from the way the clothes are being moved. We know that some of you believe this video is fake, and that the movement of a few pieces of clothing could easily have been caused indirectly by a person. However, the amateur nature of the filming and several other details sometimes make it somewhat convincing for us that the video might be real. We have reviewed many videos showing objects moving on their own, but this video is different from all the others. The difference is that in this house, only one specific group of objects keeps moving, and they all belong to someone who has not been in the house for a long time. The remaining personal belongings from a woman's previous relationship were repeatedly and inexplicably getting damaged. And in this video, at the exact moment she was explaining these strange events to her mother, it happened again. This time, however, everything happened right in front of the camera and was recorded. And that was the moment she realized that this situation was not normal at all. And this is the video that was recently recorded from that incident.
Random things that were left here of Josh's break at the house. Just will be standing there and it'll just break.
You're kidding.
No, it's happened 3 times.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So the bowl outside broke. The lamp that was in the corner of the room had moved across the room in the middle of the room and broken. There was glass all in my bedroom. His lamp was cracked in half on the couch. What the f is that?
Where's Kingston?
Right here. Both the pets are right here. Okay, I'm telling you, it's the weirdest shit. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's probably going to be something of Josh's. Oh my god, it's his mirror.
We have reviewed many videos on Echo TV in which we see objects moving or shaking on their own. At Echo TV, we consider most videos of this kind to be fake because creating this type of footage is extremely easy. All you really need is a clever assistant and a good actor. So please allow us to continue treating this category of videos as fake. There are many horror videos that show a demonic creature appearing inside an ordinary family photo. But we want to show you an image that is, to a certain extent, stranger than anything you've seen before. The person who published this photo claims that it came from an unknown source, so we have no information about this family. We also don't know whether this family has experienced any other paranormal events or not. Now, I want to draw your attention to these images. All of them were created using artificial intelligence, so we can't say with complete certainty whether the image we just examined is truly an original photograph or simply AI generated. The truth is, at the moment, we don't have any tool that can tell us with 100% confidence whether an image is real or made by AI. Because of that, the photo remains a mysterious and unsettling image. In this video, the interior of a residential home is shown, recorded at very low quality.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من
shows the disappearance of two apparently human-like figures in front of a church.
It caused a lot of fear and generated many comments on social media. Many people believe the video is fake, while others have shared similar experiences at that location. In any case, this is the footage that was recorded of that incident.
What the fuck their problem is? I'm gonna keep doing this shit. I'm just gonna stare at them then. Fuck it, right? Yeah.
In this old photograph, a baby can be seen in the foreground, and in the upper left part of the frame, a dark, irregular shape draws attention. At first glance, it may resemble a face or an open mouth. However, an analysis of the image composition suggests that this area is the result of multiple visual factors overlapping. First, the low quality and age of the photo have introduced grain, contrast shifts, and artifacts from printing or scanning. Second, folds in fabric, uneven shadows, and background objects have aligned in a way that the human brain naturally tries to interpret as a familiar form, a phenomenon known as pareidolia. Additionally, the camera angle and flat lighting prevent proper depth separation, causing background elements to merge visually into a single shape. This is especially common in old photographs taken with simple equipment and limited lighting. Overall, what appears unusual is most likely the result of a combination of lighting, shadows, fabric texture, and image degradation. There is no strong evidence within the photograph itself to support the presence of an independent or paranormal entity. That said, it is still impossible to be completely certain, and there remains a small possibility that something other than the baby is present in the image. This photo was taken several years ago at night during repeated visits to an abandoned cabin. The cabin was very small, and on its right side there was an old basement and a small storage area. The location always conveyed an unsettling atmosphere, and despite curiosity, the photographer never entered the cabin. The image was captured on one of the nights when the area was being photographed. The only available version from this angle is this zoomed-in image. The original file or other photos from the same side of the building are not available. The photographer returned to the location the next day to check whether there was anything in the window structure or the building itself that could have caused this visual impression, but no specific explanation was found. Our team's analysis at Echo TV is that, considering the circumstances under which the photo was taken and its technical limitations, what appears unusual in the image is most likely the result of poor lighting conditions, digital zoom, and the interaction of natural elements with the background structure, rather than the capture of an independent or anomalous phenomenon.
The truth is that there are many photos like this. Similar images have been taken by other users as well. For example, another person who captured a very similar image from their home window.
The next video was recorded at one of the hospitals in Argentina, where a person claims that a strange and terrifying creature got inside their car. They say the camera captured this frightening scene, and this is the footage that was recorded.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital, escuchamos un golpe y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, oh, pues el auto, qué mierda es. Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir. O sea, no, miedo, la puta madre. Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro del auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto. Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo. La puta madre. huevo. A ver. Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie. Nadie. Ya. Nadie. Un montón. Es un montón. Mierda. Y encima nos mira la puta que te parió. No, chabón. No. No, desapareció. La concha de...
Each of these videos could be faked or artificially created, but at Echo TV, we continue to pursue the truth in an unbiased way. If you're looking for real fear, you can subscribe so this journey to uncover genuine footage can continue.